Yes, and with a new year comes a lot of preparation, so here to help us with some tips and tricks to start your year off right is Jacksonville Mom, Chantel Beidelman. Great to see you again. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes, it's always fantastic to see you, and I think this is really cool. Let's get a jump start. You know, we're talking about Jacksonville Mom, so if you have kids, we really want to kind of get this going this new year. So homeschooling, is that what you do? And you're a working mama too?
Yes.
So you're very, very busy.
Very busy.
How do you keep things organized? Because we always want to, what do we say? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I say that to my kids all the time, and I can't wait till later on in life and they remind me about saying that. But I'm old school. So I know everyone's all about their phones and putting all of their commitments into their phones these days.
Right.
But there is scientific research that connects your actual writing to your brain memory, and so it engages more parts of your brain, so you're more apt to remember it. I keep a paper planner.
I do too.
Okay, good.
I love
See,
it.
so
I have both my calendar online and that.
Yeah, so I keep my paper planner and then like a spare notepad in my bag with me everywhere I go, because you never know when inspiration hits. You
That's a
never
good
know
point.
when you're going to have to plan something and jot it down right away, you know?
And then how does your family know what to expect in the upcoming weeks and months then?
So we have a family calendar.
Love that.
It's so cool. It's split up by each person's responsibilities.
Oh, perfect.
And then there's a column for everything that we do together. So everybody can look here and see what is coming up in the whole month. I have the whole month planned out.
And so you do the whole month ahead of time?
I do the whole month.
So they can kind of look ahead, which is nice.
Yes, so there's no, what are we doing? No.
Consult the calendar.
You're not going to ask me what we're doing today.
The color coding I think is key too, which is really, really nice.
They got to choose their colors, so there's ownership over it. So if you have ownership over it, you're more apt to look at it.
All right, so are the children then responsible for tracking their upcoming activities and such?
Yeah, so there is no like, Mom, what are we going to do this weekend? I'm like, no, it's already written for you.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? No.
Yeah. Now, what if they have ideas?
So if they have ideas, then we have to discuss it. We have family planning meetings, and we make sure that everybody's on the same page so that there's no surprises throughout the week.
Right.
They know who's going to take which kid to each activity. There's no questions about it. That way there's no stress.
And no arguments, probably, because sometimes I'm sure they want to put up a little bit of a fight sometimes.
Yes.
And you're like, no, it's already there.
I already wrote that a month ago, so you had
Makes it a little easier to stick with.
Right, exactly.
Now, this time of year, obviously, we like to think about starting fresh with maybe a meal plan and meal prepping, that kind of thing. So how do you keep them on track with that?
So that kind of started, that was one of my first things in motherhood that I was like, we got to plan. We got to plan the meals, because if I hear a child ask me one more time, what are we eating for dinner? I'm like, oh dear goodness, I can't handle it. So this lives on the refrigerator.
Okay.
It's erasable. I have dry erase markers that are magnetized right next to it.
Fun.
So if there is a dispute, I can easily erase it. We can move on. There's no big tears over it, you know, so they know what to expect for the week. And they know that it's not going to change unless somebody has a really big problem with it.
Right, and you get their input, I'm assuming,
of course,
too.
yes.
Your meal plan looks great, by the way. I'm hungry.
It's really good. I'm excited for this week.
Yeah.
And then this is a new thing that I found. These are reusable Post-it notes. So like if we need to leave each other a note right here, we can put the Post-it note on there. The markers right here, we can say, you know, whatever we need to.
Because they're laminated.
And then just like,
so you reuse them.
You can erase.
I love that.
Yeah. And I thought that this would be really cool too, to put like inspirational messages on their mirrors, so that when they wake up in the morning, they have like a little love note.
Do you know my dad used to leave me little sticky notes on my bathroom mirror?
Yeah.
So sweet. Actually, I'm going to get emotional.
Oh, don't do that.
That was very, very sweet and a good memory.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Good
I like the idea though of not wasting the paper.
Yes.
Because I have a lot of sticky note paper.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, before you go, any tips or tricks though to just keep this going smooth throughout the rest of the year with your kids?
You always want to plan and prepare ahead of time, because if you're doing it 5 minutes before whatever's happening, you're already too late. So, outfits the night before, the meal plan the week before, everything is plan ahead, like you said.
So you have it planned, but then maybe going over it too. So, okay, tomorrow this is what we've got going on.
Yes.
You're going to have
Communicate the plan.
Yes.
And especially with the husband, because sometimes that doesn't connect, so then I have extra kids, but he's not watching.
Well, my husband's like, you're my social calendar. Jordan, do we have anything going on this weekend? And I'm like, let me consult my calendar.
Yes, he does do that. He says, do we have any plans this weekend? I'm like,
maybe I need a calendar that's up in front. I like that idea.
It's up in front, right in center of the refrigerator. You can't miss it. And this is literally right next to it.
Okay. So, David said he's guilty. Where can we go for more information on everything?
JacksonvilleMom.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for getting us that jump start into the new year and hopefully going smooth. So good luck.
Yes, thank you.
Of course.